So, namaste everyone. So, today is a very important day because we are going to start our course today. So, that course will be all about the CSS basics. So, we're going to start this course. So, remember that CSS is a very important tool whenever it comes to web development. That is, whenever you are learning web development, then CSS is a must which you must have to learn, whether you are in front end or you are in backend field. Just for example, you might think that you will just code and you might not get or you might not have to learn CSS over there. So if you are learning some web development, then CSS will be on your way to your learning phase. So we'll talk about CSS today. So before going to the part, let us understand why we need CSS. So here you can see that part also. Why we need CSS? Because CSS helps to create beautiful web design. Means previously we have learned about HTML, isn't it? So you have learned about that. And while learning HTML, you might have noticed something that HTML helps us to visualize things. Means we can see those pictures, we can see those text, we can see those headings and different kind of things. But those things are just for visualizing only. That is, that kind of thing are not very attractive to eyes. So that's why if you want to make those text, image, your tables attractive, then you need CSS at that time. So HTML cannot fulfill all the things over there. Like there are some things like HTML attributes, which helps to change the color of the text, which helps to keep the background. So there are some attributes like that, but those are not able to fulfill your requirements. Means your design may not look better with that thing. So that's why we need CSS for that one. That is why CSS is needed. So let us go to another slide then. Let us talk about the CSS then and what we learn over this chapter. So this course is designed for basic only for now. As we go through the next course, then there will be advanced topic in CSS also. But first of all, we'll cover the basics one only. So our CSS is divided into three courses. We have got basic, we have got the advanced part, and then after that, we'll learn about CSS animation, CSS effects. So we'll learn different kind of things before going towards the JavaScript, before we are learning the coding part. So CSS is basically a styling language only. Means you will use this for making designs only. It is not used for the purpose like you won't write down the logic over there, you won't write down those if else statement over here. So you will use CSS just for designing purpose only. You have to remember that thing first. So first we'll learn about introduction to CSS. That is what we'll learn in this chapter, introduction to CSS. After that we'll learn about color, font and text, and then after that we'll move towards the box model. We'll learn about layouts. In box model we'll learn about the paddings, we'll learn about the margins, then border, then outlines. So we'll learn about different kind of things over here. We'll learn how to put backgrounds, we'll learn how to create borders. So those kind of things are learned in this box model, and after that our basics in CSS will get completed and we'll move towards the advanced part. Let us go to the next one. The next one, we have got introduction to CSS. So let us discuss what CSS means, and before that let us discuss what is the full form of CSS then. Like we had got full form of HTML, hypertext markup language. CSS also has got a full form. So CSS, the full form of CSS is cascading style sheet. So style sheet comes together. That is the, it is not found like there is style and sheet in a different word, like they are combined. So CSS. So what is CSS then? CSS is a kind of tool or kind of language, or let us say styling tool, which helps us to visualize or bring life to web pages, which helps to make your web page a little bit more attractive. And let's say if you know how to use it perfectly, then your website will look the most brilliant among others. That is what CSS is used for. So here you will cover some CSS definitions as we have discussed just now. We are going to come in basic one, right? In this course one, you will cover some syntax like selector, what is property, what is value, what is inline, internal CSS, external CSS. We have got different kind of CSS over there. We'll cover that after this video. So let us go to the next one. What will learn other thing? So we have already talked like what is selector. We are going to know that thing. Means you have put HTML over there and you have put CSS. Now we are learning CSS. Now there might be a thing that help to connect HTML and CSS over there. Like we don't write down the CSS inside the HTML file. Yes, there are ways for that one. We will do that thing. We'll learn that thing also. But we are not going to actually write CSS inside the HTML file. We are going to write down CSS inside a different file. Okay? So that is what we are going to do, and that is possible. The CSS can be connected with HTML with the help of selectors. And there are different kind of selectors. Each selector have got its own functions. They have got one behavior. They have got one importance. So that's why we have to learn about the specificity also. Now, after learning about the CSS selector and this, we are going to go to the next module. That is, we are going to learn about the colors. Like there are different kind of colors. Like we can see over here, RGB. We can use this kind of color. Hex, then HSL. RGB full form means red, green, and blue. Will help to or will learn how to mix these three color and create different kind of other color formats. Then like that we learn about the hexadecimal color format. Then we learn about the HSL like hue, saturation, then lightness. Same like that, we are going to learn about different kind of color values. Like when you're putting colors, then what kind of value can be given? Like opacity means transparency. Same like that, we are going to learn about the length like px, em, rem. So majority of the students get confused in this topic over here. Like I have seen my students who usually get confused whenever they are using these units. Like when do we use em, or what does rem do, or what does percentage do, what does bh, viewport height do. So that will be learned in this course. Same like that. Next one, we are going to learn about the font and text styling also. Means we are going to learn different kind of font, and not only that, we are going to install font from external source and use in our project or use in our website. So same like that, we are going to style the text also, like changing the color, making it bold, italic. Yes, there are different kind of things like italic tag and bold tag, but tag is not the only source for designing the web page or designing the text. So we can make our text italic, bold, and have different kind of designs with the help of CSS also. We are going to learn that also. Same like that, we are going to learn about the box model. In that box model, we are going to learn about the margin, then padding, then border, width, height, box sizing. So these are the topics which we are going to learn over here. And here we have another thing also called content. We are going to discuss about this in brief. There will be a whole new video about this box model, and it is a very important topic in CSS. So that's why get with us, subscribe our channel, and learn with us along with other students. And comment down below so that you can clear the confusions. You might have got some questions that can be cleared out through the comment also. So next one, we have got background and border. So we're going to discuss about background also, border also. We are going to keep such kind of background also, like how to keep image as background, how to keep color as background. So we're going to discuss about that in this course. And after that, finally, we'll have got an exam over there. Means you will be given some questions. There will be multiple choice question. There will be true or false, and there will be subjective exercise also, which helps to practice coding. Means you will create a project with the things we have learned over in this course after we have finished this course at the very last. So thank you for today. Hope you are understanding things, and subscribe to us so that you could catch our next video and learn different kind of things about CSS, JavaScript, and go through the web development journey.